everybody, it's week 3, or video 3. This is my new roommate, Mel.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, she also knows how to YouTube and vlog and stuff. So we have our interesting story is how we became roommates this weekend in the process of 3 days. It just started with me moving out of my room. Yeah. So we had to kind of like, you want to tell what your room is just like?
I don't have a roommate. Well, now I do. It's Nicola. But it was empty. Crazy switcheroo with my ex-roommate. She's upstairs now, so this was empty. But there was another girl on the floor who was in a single also, who was supposed to move in with me. But I'd rather room with Nicola, so I told her to move in, and she did. And now it's official.
Yeah,
we're roommates.
It's official, except for they tried to move us onto the 6th floor, and there's no way we're moving to the 6th floor. 15, room floor 15. So as you can tell, my voice sounds really raspy. I somehow lost my voice and became really, really sick this week, and Mel nursed me back to life with chicken noodle soup and tea and a lot of pills. That wasn't even us. That was somebody else that just came by. So now we have a new room, but I'm not really moved in yet. It's just kind of like all my crap thrown in here, and it kind of feels like I'm just crashing, kind of moving around, but that's okay. So tonight will be our first night officially as roommates, and I should get my key. Party. So actually the funnest thing that happened this week was me and Mel went to the East Village and we saw some crazy things. We saw a sock store, which is socks everywhere. They had the coolest socks, and I wanted to buy them all because I was like, I could wear Shakespeare socks today, and then tomorrow I'll have avocado socks, and it'll be really cool. Avocado socks.
Taco socks.
Yes, taco socks.
Mona Lisa socks.
Oh yeah, Einstein. When I feel like I need to be intelligent. Perfect. And so we noticed that in East Village, it's so much chiller. There's like no tourists, and there's a bunch of cute little restaurants. We walked into a little Italian restaurant, like place where they sell like Italian deli. So they had like fresh pasta, noodles, and everything. And it was like I was really hungry. It made me think of my mom's cooking. Oh, and then we went to Buffalo Exchange. There were some interesting people there. There was a lady that was.
She just danced. I didn't know what was going on. It was morning yoga or something in the middle of the store. I didn't know how to respond.
She was kind of like trying to talk to Mel. She's like, I just like to dance. I could just teach dance. I was like, you do you rock star, you. And then we went to thrift stores, and there was like this one thrift store that was literally like out of country, like. Cowboy hunting in 80s. That's basically what it was, in sequins everywhere. And it was funny because there's a lot of people in there, and there's people trying denim jackets and like cowboy boots, and I was like, oh, we're in the Old West, and splash of 90s windbreaker jackets, and I was like, this is interesting. I really wanted this sweater that had like air balloons on it. I was like, I don't even know why I like this. It was great. And then we were trying to find someplace to eat because we got hungry, because that's what happens when you're
when you're exploring. You just get hungry.
You just get so hungry. And so we found a cool bookstore, and they had a lot of plays, and I just was like, I want Tennessee Williams and Miller and all this other stuff, but I was like, I don't got the money for that.
We're broken in college.
Yeah, even though it was like a $3 book, I was like, I can buy food. What's more important? I don't know. But and then we were walking, and we found the flower place? Flower Power.
Was it called Flower Power?
It was called Flower Power. And it was literally this place of jars and jars of herbs and like
spices. I thought we were in China with the New World. We're like, whoa, look at the spice trade.
Yes. And it smelled fabulous, and they had like homemade soap and essences. Is it essence? No.
Essences?
No, it's like incense. Incense. What we can't have. And there's this lady, and she was a hippie. She was wearing all these necklaces, and she was really chill and laid back. And I was like, talking to her. She's like, oh, where are you from? We're like, oh, we're going to college. So NYU. No.
Everybody asks that.
You don't
Are
go.
you from NYU? I think I might lie next time. Yes.
Yes,
I
I am
am
an
from
NYU student. Obviously, no, I'm from Pace. Sorry about it. Uh, um, I, there's a lot of yelling out there. Okay, um, and so I told this lady that I was losing my voice. So she became like witch doctor, and she pulls out. She's like, "I got the thing for you." Gets on this ladder, slides across the floor. There like layers, shelves and shelves of like big like glass jars, and she's like, "Here's some prickly bark."
ash bark? I don't know.
Yeah, and I was like,
Never heard of that. I was getting a little sketched out.
yeah, and then she just like takes a scoop, puts it in, and she just like stuck on this, and I was like, okay. I guess I didn't question it. I feel like witch doctor lady's got me covered, you know. So I put it in my hands, and I like ate it, and she's like, chew on it, suck on it, and it will cure your voice. No. Okay, my tongue felt like it was being stabbed by little pricks, and it tasted sour but did not have a taste. I don't even know how to explain the experience. But then she's like, do this with thyme and with peppermint. And I was like, okay, I'll remember that. But then I woke up the next morning, I went, try to say Mel's name. Nothing came out. She took my voice. I bet she has it like Ursula in some little jar. Yeah, I know. It's like what's the song? A part of your world. She's singing that right now with my voice. Crazy ass. Oh, sorry, crazy lady. Okay. And then we found this. We were looking for a food place, and we went to this cute tea place called Graffiti. Get it? I have tea. And it smelled really good, but they don't take credit cards for anything that's under $10. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to spend $10 on a jar of tea. I can't afford right now. I just wanted a cup to save my voice that's being stolen from me so slowly. And then we walked to this place called New York Mac and Cheese. The best mac and cheese.
It was really good.
It was so good. I had all smoky, so I had like bacon and peas and Gouda. Everything's good with Gouda. And then you had the shuffled truffle. What was
it was mushrooms and just, truffle oil, I guess. I don't know. It's just cheese and truffle oil. It's buttery. It's good.
It was so good. And then we left, right? And we came back here. Yes. Yeah, that's what we did. And then we came back here after our exciting day. And also this week, I was in my acting class. And we kind of sat down across the room after doing like our exercises. And with our monologue, have I told you the story?
Maybe.
Sure. We had to like read the monologue to ourselves slowly out loud. And I was just told what monologue I'm doing because apparently I can't do the Crucible, which is okay. Later on in life, I will. I'm doing a monologue from A Raisin in the Sun, and I was doing Dollhouse. It was really confusing. I found class. He was like, "Oh, this is what you're doing," and I was like, "Okay, this is what I'm doing." So I sat there. I was reading out loud, real slowly, like when I was little, and then finally he said, "Okay." One by one, we stood up, but a monologue, and then he was like, "Okay, now say it in your own words," and then we did. And then people sat down. But then one girl had to do it in gibberish. But, I mean, she kind of did like goo goo gaga, la la, started to sing. He's like, okay, close enough. Just sit down. And then other people kind of went. And then I went. He's like, hey, do it in gibberish. And I was like, all right, gibberish. Yeah. I was like, okay. So I got myself ready. And I did it. It just came out. I felt like I was speaking tongues or something. It was really weird. And he was like, everyone laughed, but I was like, what? And they're all, Cosme, you act like you understood what she was saying. He's like, yeah, because what you did was very brave. You went for it. You did not hesitate. And I was like, good, I don't hesitate, huh? Got you there. And then I had to do it again a couple times. And the amazing thing was how easy it was after a while. Because first you're like, your words are taken away from you. And then you're like, okay, how do I act without real words? How do I tell the story? So you have to use kind of like hand gestures, like an intonation and different syllables for different things. And then finally he was like joking, oh, she's speaking Romanian. That's why I understand. And I was like, ha, because I know Romanian. And then he had me do it again in my own words. Because I'm slowly dying with everyone else in the world. And then I did my monologue, like in my own words. And everyone was like, it was like completely different because I didn't think about it. and I could see it, and people said they could see it when I did it. Like, it was more realistic. It was, because when you do a monologue, it should be like I said before, it should be the first time you're speaking those words, or the first time you're reading them. It should be the first time, like, a natural human being speaks they have to think first. They have to wait a second before they react, because you think before you speak. Most of the time, if you don't, you have a problem. You should work on that. But as actors, we tend to start just spitting our lines out because we know what we're going to say. But in real life, you don't know what you're going to say. You don't know how you're going to say it, but you're trying to convince people. And if I ever get stuck with a monologue again, I am definitely going to just put it down, say to my own words, do it in gibberish a couple times, then do it again. Because it changed it. Because it was like I just got my words back. Now I can actually tell you what I'm trying to say. And that's one of the 10 steps for working on a monologue. And so this next week is going to be different. And then also, there was like a freaking monsoon, so I didn't get to do my monologue in the park. So that will be posted this Friday, because that's when I'm going to do it, because I just got my voice back. And also, movement was fun because I felt like I really got out of my mind this week and could really get with the exercise. And there was I didn't feel trapped and thinking, oh, this is weird. Why am I kicking leaves? There's no leaves here. I could be like, oh, I see it. I'm in Minnesota with my mom kicking the dry autumn leaves and throwing them up. And people were like, Nicola, I bet you were in Minnesota, right? And I was like, of course. My heart is always in Minnesota. But, yeah. So it's been a really eventful week. I got a new roommate. She's a rock star. She's also, not going to be a nurse, but she should, because she brings me soup. That's great. So I'll talk to you guys next week. Sorry for the long video. Lots of love from New York. Bye!